Welcome to another flip video lesson with Mr. Volkman. We are on a series about the three branches of government in the United States of America. And today, the video is about the executive branch and all the glory and grandeur that it brings. The executive branch is discussed in Article 2 of the Constitution, and it's tasked with carrying out or making sure that the legislative branch's laws happen. Because remember, the legislative branch creates the laws and taxes. Well, after that's done, we need to make sure that those laws actually occur and that they're done properly. And that's what the executive branch does. Now, the executive branch is headed by the president. Oh yeah, I think I know who that is. Let's take a moment to revisit how we actually elect our president, or the head of the executive branch. We've discussed this quite a bit, but remember, when citizens vote for the president, they're actually voting for a group of electors. And these electors are people who have pledged to vote for a specific candidate. Now, this is different than how the founding fathers of the Constitution thought it would occur, but that's how we do it now. And in order to win, a president needs to win a majority of electors from all 50 states. The president must be at least 35 years old, and they need to be a natural-born citizen. This means they need to have either been born in the USA, or they need to have both parents born in the USA. So I couldn't be president because one of my parents is a Canadian. Also, the president has to have lived in our country for 14 years. Lastly, once the president is elected, they serve for 4-year terms. So, they serve for 4 years, we have an election, and if they get voted in, they serve for another 4 years. And then they're done. For the next part, we're going to talk about some of the powers of the president, but we're not going to have Mr. Volkman do it. I'm going to call in a guru who's going to do this for you. So wait a moment while I get the guru. Okay, keep watching. I gotta get the guru, or are you ready? I don't know if the guru's quite ready yet. My guru kind of takes some time to get ready. Come on, guru, why are you walking through the window? Oh, I'm ready, Mr. Volkman. Yeah. Hi guys, I'm the guru, and I'm going to talk about, you guessed it, the powers of the president. Because I'm the guru. So guys, the president can do the following. They can start and enforce the laws that the legislative branch worked so hard to create. Because someone has to make sure the laws are being done the way they were written. Also, the president can veto any bills that the legislative branch makes. Because remember, he has to sign the bills into law. And if he doesn't think they're going to be good for the country, well, it's rip back to the drawing board, Congress. Next, the president can make treaties with other nations. Confound it, Bell! It's like Tinkerbell had too much caffeine. So they make treaties with other nations, which of course, after the treaty's made, the Senate looks at it and then they decide if the treaty is going to be good or not, and they give it a final stamp of approval. Finally, the president can extend pardons, which means if someone's in prison, they can go, you get to go out of prison for what you've done. Or they can give clemency for federal crimes, and clemency is showing mercy to people. Yeah, that's the president's powers. Hey, let's talk about part 2 of the president's powers. The president appoints heads. Well, that's confusing what Mr. Volkman wrote there. Well, let me explain it this way. The president has something called the cabinet. No, that's not where you get food when you're hungry. The presidential cabinet is a group of trusted advisors, are men or women that help the president enforce legislative laws. For example, they have a Department of Defense secretary. You're in charge of making sure the laws that have to do with our defense are good. There's a Department of Agriculture. You're going to make sure our laws about the agriculture are good. Department of Education. Hey, dude, you're going to make sure the laws about our children's education are good. Then we have the Department of State. That just has to do with how we treat other countries. You know, make sure those laws are good too. Now, these heads of the departments are confirmed by the Senate, meaning those guys that were on my desk, before they can start their jobs and be in charge of those different things, the Senate has to say, okay, they were good. So these people are my closest advisors when it comes to those different items. And here's a list of all the departments. There you go, boys and girls. These are all the secretaries, all my cabinet members. And usually they're experts in these fields. And they help me make sure that these laws that are underneath their different topics are enforced properly. Got it, guys? Because I'm the guru. Now, Mr. Volkman is taking a break. So I'm going to let you know that you got to go to Edmodo and answer the questions. Peace. Hey, Mr. Mint, that guru guy is really weird. I mean, who wears a scarf on their head? Hey, it's a good thing me and you are pretty normal, right? Let's go to lunch.